This is another episode of Built From Nothing podcast. I'm your host, Sean. This is my guy, Nell, and we're here with a special guest, the quick, aggressive, bucket, Jamal Cannady, man. Thank you for coming through. I know you through my guy, Tez, and, man, he was telling me his story. I said, man, I got to have him on the show, man. I got to have him on the show. How you end up getting the Dunbar?
In middle school, I played football for real.
Okay.
And when I played Pop Warner, I was always around, like, Tavon Austin. Like, we knew the same people, so he was always around. So I was like, yo, I want to go to Dunbar just to play like Tavon Austin.
Yeah.
I got to middle school, 6th grade. I got cut from the basketball team, but I wasn't too worried because I played football, so I don't care. 7th grade, I'm like, damn, I really want to play. I got cut again. That summer, I took the whole football workouts. I ain't touch a football the whole summer because I wanted to work on basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I came back my 8th grade year, made the team, won MVP for both football and basketball.
Tough.
I always wanted to go to Dunbar, but the poly football coach wanted me to come there real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to the poly coaches a little bit, so I'm like, I might as well. Like, they want me the most, why not? But right before school started, Dunbar called, so I'm like, I'm going to go to poly. Like, I've been talking the whole time. I went to poly for, like, the first week of school, transferring right out. Like, right after, I was late to school every day, getting lost. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just go to Dunbar. I live across the street. I live right there in the project, so I'm like, I'm going to Dunbar. I got to Dunbar. I played GV at first. I was probably, going into high school, I was like 5'2".
Mm-hmm.
My freshman year, I played, but, like, not too much. My sophomore year, I got moved up.
And that's when you took off, though.
Yeah.
Because y'all ended up winning the state title.
Yeah. We won the state title that year. I played cool. Probably averaged like 14.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like, I just enjoyed myself because it's Dunbar. Everybody want to go to Dunbar for the most part. So I'm like, yo, I'm on the biggest stage. We out in Maryland. I'm just 15 years old, and I'm playing in front of a lot of people for real.
In your junior year, y'all had a good season, but y'all fell short.
We fell short, but I feel like we fell short because I didn't play in the playoffs. Like, I missed the last, like, 12 games in my junior year because I messed my back up.
Sheesh.
So it was like, I tried to play through it, but then I came back and ended up hurting it more, so I just, like, missed the last half of the season. So
If you was playing, y'all would have got that win.
if I was playing, we would have won a state championship again.
Easy.
For sure.
Easy. So what made you leave?
We got coaching change. Keith Booth came in. That year was going to be a rebuilding year, and this is my senior year, so I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to have no rebuilding. This is my last year. It get out that I'm transferring.
Yeah.
The first call I get was from Coach Tree at Lake.
That's tough.
He like, yeah, come down. I went in his office, met with him. Like, all right, I like what you saying. Sound good for real. So I leave there, and then Baseline and Martin from Patterson called me. Because when we played Patterson my junior year, I went off. They called me. I go meet with them. I'm like, all right, sound good. So I'm like, damn, I'm either going to one of these schools. Somebody that I knew at Patterson, Zach, y'all probably know Zach, but back then Zach was like that. He like, yo, I'm going to Lake now. We going to Lake. I'm like, oh, nah, bro. I ain't going to Lake with everybody because the whole Baltimore started transferring to Lake. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So then out of nowhere, one of my closest friends is named Daye. He went to New Era Academy. So he's like, yo, we might as well play our last year together because we played AU together for a long time. We basically grew up together. So I'm like, why not? Ain't nobody going to expect me to go to school in Cherry Hill. We can go turn that up. I went to school in South Baltimore. We had the best season in school history.
Mm-hmm. What was the recruiting like for you in high school?
Originally, my senior year, I was supposed to go to California University of PA. It's a D2 in PA, but
Okay.
After the season was over my senior year, I ended up transferring back to Dunbar because my mother wanted my diploma to be from Dunbar. But I went there for 3 years. So the school that I had from Cal UPA was through my coach at New Era.
Okay.
So when I left, that fell off.
Yeah.
So at that point, it was like, I'm back to nothing for real. Mm-hmm. Then we get a call. Me and Tez get a call from Georgia State. They like, yo, we like Jamal. We like him a lot. Mind you, it's the COVID time, so you can't really go there. They can't come out, see me live, none of that. They like, yeah, we like him. We just need to see some more defensive film. So we get them some defensive film. They hit me with the yeah, we like you. We want to offer you. We might want you to red shirt though. I'm like, nah, I don't think I can do that. So in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna red shirt for somebody I'm better than.
Right.
And then starting point guard, I played against him in AU and I gave him 30. So I'm like, I'm not red shirting for this guys. It's not. So a couple more D2s came around, but my whole thing was like I wanted to go in from day one and be like the man. So I wanted the ball in my hands. I wanted to make decisions. I wanted to be the reason like we won. I wanted all the responsibilities. Nobody was saying that except for the school I went to, Bryn Athyn.
Okay.
He called like, yeah, I watched you play AAU one time. I really like your game. And he asked me for my address like randomly one day. And I'm like, I'm not sending you my address. What you mean what's my address? And he just kept asking. So I was like, gave it to him. Like, white guy, he ain't gonna do nothing to me.
Right.
He popped up at my house one day. Actually came in my house, sat in the front room with me, and like talked about how much they needed me and all this. This is unexpected. I'm about to leave and go work out. And standing at my front door. So that made me feel wanted. And at that point, I'm like, why not? Like, ain't nothing gonna hurt. So I ended up going there.
So you go there, you had a COVID canceled season, right? But then after that, you snap 18 a game for the season, 23 the last season. You was the fastest player in school history to score 1,000 points. Take me through that season.
The first year, I started off cool. I ain't go all crazy at the beginning of the year. The second half of the season, like not the second half, but the middle of the second half, I knew we needed to start like winning more for us to get like to the playoffs or the tournament for real. So I sat down with like the coach. He like, yo, we gonna go as far as you take us. And from that point on, I knew everybody was depending on me. Like I already knew that, but that just like turned me up a different level. So that the next game I had 30. The next game I had 35. And after that, like 26. And after that, I ain't score a game. It wasn't a game where I scored less than like 20 points after that. Then the following year, I was like second team all conference that first year and all that. The following year, I just started off hot. Like I was like, listen, I know nobody can stop me but me. So
37 in the first game.
Yeah, it was 37 and 35.
Yeah.
And I just kept going.
And this is a D3, right?
Yeah.
So talk a little bit real quick about how important it is to go to who wants you, because I know a lot of young guys get caught up on, I want to go D1, I want to go D2, and like you said, they said you going redshirt, and you like, nah, I want to play. So how was it making that decision?
Originally when I went to Bryn Athyn, I was just gonna go there like for the first year and just leave. After the COVID year, I told the coach like I'm transferring, I'm not coming back. Then I was like, I owe it to myself to show that I can play. So I went back that next year and showed I could play. Then I built like a strong relationship with the coach. Like the coach, my guy. Even though I transfer, I still talk to him to this day.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I'm gonna go back. But like going into that, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna go nowhere else where I'm not appreciated. I knew I could play at the D1 level because I talked to Georgia State and they like, yo, we really want you. And every year at Bryn Athyn, we played against Maryland Eastern Shore. The first time we played them, I had like 19.
Crazy.
This following year we played them, I had 22. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this against anybody, like any level. It really don't matter.
Man.
I just thought like wherever I go, I know I'm gonna be me, and it really don't matter like what division, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to be a pro. They're gonna find you if you can play. So
tough.
You leave in D3.
Yeah.
You leave in D3 and you put your name in the transfer portal and you ended up finding the D2. Tell me what happened with that.
I entered the transfer portal, and I heard from a lot of schools, I heard from about 5 D1s and a lot of D2s. The first D1 to reach out to me was James Madison. They like, yeah, we want you to come in and be the backup point guard, blah, blah. I wasn't feeling that. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, that's not really me. I can't see myself sitting with somebody. Then Elon called and Chattanooga called. They like, yeah, we really like you. But they weren't really like pressing the issue. Like, they wasn't like, yeah, we need you. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I ain't gonna go down that road. So the school I ended up committing to is Trevecca in Nashville. I ain't never been on a plane before, like before to go down there. So my first time getting on a plane was going down there for a visit. I go down there for the visit. The visit cool. It started off a little crazy because I'm not really the person, like if I don't know you, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Like I'm real chill, laid back. I don't want too much to say with somebody I don't know. They got me a little apartment on campus for my visit. As soon as I get to the apartment, the whole team walk in my room. It's like 24 of them. I was uncomfortable. It wasn't much to say. I ain't got too much to say, so it was like the next day I told the coach, like, yo, don't pull that no more. Like, I ain't really like that.
Right.
The next day they take me a tour on campus. It was cool. Walk around the school, all these billboards and posters, got my name on it. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they give you that feel.
Yeah. We end up having like open gym later on that day. I kill an open gym. The players like, yo, we really want you to come here, really want you to come here. And when I went there, it was like the 28th of April. I announced that I'm going to commit on May 7th, so I had like a couple more days to like make a decision for real. Every day, one of the players from the team, at least one, and every last coach texted me and called me every day.
Nah, that's hard.
So yeah,
That's tough.
I went on a couple more visits, but that school just felt like home to me, and I'm gonna go in and rock out like right away. So
Did you notice any jump going from D3 to D2?
I know what high level basketball is. I know I compete. Like I play in the Brunson every Sunday, so
Right.
I know somebody. I know who can play when I see him.
Right.
So in the first practice, I'm like, all right, this ain't nothing I ain't never seen before. They had a couple 7-footers, but it's like I played against one of them before, so
Right.
I wouldn't really say it was nothing crazy to me.
Just make the adjustment.
Yeah.
And then tell us some goals that you got for the next season.
This upcoming year, Trevecca, the school I'm going to, they weren't really that good this year. Like they just got a coaching change. The coaches that recruited me just got the job like a week before. So we're bringing a lot of new pieces, a lot of new guys, letting some guys go from last year. So we want to win. Like, we want to win right away. Like, I got 2 years left to play, so I don't got a time for a year to be like, oh, we ain't got. Nah, I'm trying to win right away. I want to be all conference. I want to be the conference player of the year. Like, nothing less. But most importantly, I want to win.
That's tough. And last question, bro. Who was a player that you played against that you gave the business to?
His name, like, Nasir something. I know he ended up going to, like, Norfolk State or something. He played for We All One. I gave him 40.
Crazy.
In front of Norfolk State, in front of Jawan Howard, in front of George Washington, 40. But it was like, at that time, I was like 5'8", so they like, oh, you too small.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The way you know, in a situation and you conquer it, hey, it's bar none to what you can do. And we appreciate you for coming on Built From Nothing to tell your story.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, man, that's another episode of Built From Nothing. We get up with y'all later.